What's up, guys? It's Botch here, and we're going to give you the inside scoop of being a cashier.
I went to work. It was good for 3 hours. Alright? That 4th hour, though, that's when shit hit the fan. Because this fucking idiot who does the same shit every time he comes in. Every time he comes in, it's always me. He does the same shit.
He does it to you on purpose.
He's always fucking broke. He has to use half on his card and half in cash, and he doesn't know how to explain it. Because he'll be like, I don't got enough in the card, I'll do the rest in cash, and then I'll be waiting for the cash and he doesn't give it to me. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna wait. And then he asks for me to put on something else. He was like, can I get a black and mild? So I was like, okay, I'll grab you one. So as normally, I cancel the transaction. I cancel everything because I'm at cash and he's already swiped his card and he took the money off his card. Because his dumb ass didn't tell me that he was doing 2 separate transactions. He wanted the black and mild. He wanted to do the black and mild as cash. And then this motherfucker pulls out a 20 for a black and mild. $1, no, not even $1, 87 cents. And then you wanna know what happens? This motherfucker has the nerve to tell me I'm making it difficult. I'm making it difficult.
You're so difficult, Robbie.
What really pissed me off though is like even after the transaction was over, he got his cigarettes and his fucking black and mild. This motherfucker's still talking shit on the way out. Like, this dumbass has to always make things difficult when I come in. I'm just like, you're a fucking asshole.
Oh my god.
So now I'm pissed off. So he's a dumbass and doesn't know how to use. Like,
bro,
right
if this fucking faggot kills me one more time with the M21, I'm gonna flip shit. Alright, so this lady's coming through my line, and so she's got like 2 or 3 cartloads full of shit. And like so that shit comes up to like maybe $350 if I remember right.
Oh my god.
And she by the end of the order I go, okay, MVP, she hands me her MVP card. And then like she hands me this coupon. And you know how like when paper gets old it turns yellow?
Yeah.
This thing was yellow and I looked at it and it expired like 5 years ago. So I was like, I'm not even sure if it was for an item she actually had. I was like, all right, ma'am, you can't use this. And she was like, yeah, I can. I was like, no, you can't. And I was like, ma'am, this expired. I said the date. It was like 5 years. I swear, it was like 5 years ago. And like, she goes, so it has to have some kind of value. Why don't you give me half of the value off of it? Bear in mind, she has like a $350 order. Even if it was good, it'd make like a 50 cents difference. So she's insisting that it's worth the 50 cents. She's like, you better take 50 cents off my order. I brought in a coupon for a reason. I wouldn't have bought the item if I didn't have the coupon. I was like, all right, man, we'll take the item off. And she goes, no, I need it. I need that item. And I go, oh my, well, I can't take this coupon. We're not allowed to take expired coupons. It's sad that I had to explain that to her, but she was like, well, I'm not leaving until that coupon is, you know, takes 50 cents off my order. I go, oh my god. So I was contemplating calling my manager to have like my manager say the same thing, but then I looked behind and my customers are really entertained by this. They're customers that have always come in. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna stretch this out. I'm gonna let this piss me off for as long as I can let it piss me off. And then I'm gonna call the manager. So I go, ma'am, we can't take expired coupons. Nowhere will take an expired coupon. And she goes, Walmart did it for me once. It was like, and the customer behind me was like, maybe because you fucking annoyed the guy enough where he got pissed off. Probably lost his job for it. So she goes, are you gonna backtalk me? And I'm like, ma'am, I really can't accept this coupon. I could lose my job over it. And like, I was like, okay, fine. I'll take 50 cents off your order and I'll pay for it myself, right? So I go to take it off and she goes, no, I want to use the coupon. Ma'am, the coupon won't work. Even if I scan the coupon, it won't come off. And she goes, are you getting aggressive with me? I go, yes. So then the customers behind me start getting involved with it. They're like, all right, look, I don't know where you think this expired coupon's gonna work, but it's not gonna work anywhere. And she goes, I'm being ganged up on. You're bullying me. And like she starts saying some dumb shit like that. Just because she's trying to pass me an expired coupon. Oh my god, that was the biggest pain in the ass. And it took her like 20 minutes to like persist her, and I even ended up taking the item off. I don't even think it was the same brand, but I think it was for like macaroni or something. I just took off a box of macaroni. I was like, all right, ma'am, because I'm not accepting this coupon.
How do you need macaroni?
She was like, she weighed like 300 pounds. Leave her alone. She needed that macaroni.
Should I wait until next game? Oh my god, you see that? Should I wait until next game? Oh my god, you see that?
Should I wait until next game? Oh my god, you see that?
This guy, right? He comes in, he fucking gets a beer. And this is my second day of working here, by the way. Second day, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so he's like half on my card, half in cash, and I'm just like, how do I do that? Cause I don't know how to do that. I didn't know that was a thing. But apparently we can do it. So I do his card, then I do cash, but then there's a problem somehow. He doesn't have enough in cash or on his card.
I just got 4 hit markers in a row.
But it's my fault. Cause he's broke. So what ends up happening is, I had canceled the entire transaction. He talks to my boss. My boss explains to him why I did nothing wrong. And was like, hey, see this piece of metal? Put it in my nipple.
That's gonna be a rap song. I'm gonna make that a rap song.
Let's do this.
Alright, so I checked this guy out. He asked for cash back. I think he asked for $20 in cash back, and he was like, okay, can I have that in 2 rolls of quarters? So I go, okay. So I give him 2 rolls of quarters back, and I go, where are you going? The arcade? And he looks at me dead in the eye with a straight face. He goes, no, the strip club. Oh my god. He was like, I'm not throwing 5s and 1s up in this bitch. I'm making it hail.
What? Oh my god, he's a god. He's a legend. This lady walks into 7-Eleven, right? Everything's good. It's chill, as per usual. Ring her up, blah blah blah, all this. And when she's leaving, she drops something. And when she goes to pick it up, her pants are gone.
What?
They fall to the floor for some odd reason. And her ass is just out. And my boss was working at the time, so he looks over because he thought she fell. And he is shocked, surprised, and wants to go bleach his eyeballs. Not even lying. He was like, I gotta get that out of my head.
Bobby, where are you going?
I thought there was another way to go. But he was like, I gotta get this out of my head. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Then we went back on the camera. Nah. He like wanted to erase it from the camera.
Erase it from every file in existence.
Yeah, like he didn't want it to be. He didn't want to see it ever again.
So this guy comes into our store, and he doesn't have an ID with him, and he asked to do like, I think it was like a money order or a money transfer or something, and you need your ID for that. And it needs to be readable, and you need to be able to read the ID number and blah blah blah. You probably know it.
Yeah.
Date of birth. You need to be able to read everything clearly. You need to see their picture, right? So he tries to get this, and the cashier tells him that he needs his ID, or not the cashier, our customer service representative at the time. So he goes, I shouldn't need a fucking ID for this, and we're like, yeah, you do. It makes sense. And so he starts complaining, starts yelling at her and stuff. And So he goes out, he comes back with this ID. And this ID looks like it's been mauled. You can't see the picture, you can't see the date of birth, you can't see the ID number. You can't see anything clearly on it. It's not even ID, it's like a piece of plastic. It hurt me to look at. I don't know what happened here. It doesn't look like it got chewed up by a dog. It looks like it got burnt and thrown in like a grinder. Will you hard scoping me? Yeah. Okay. And so he goes out and he brings us a ID in, quote unquote ID, and so he shows this to our customer service representative, the person he's trying to get the transfer from, and she goes, "I can't read anything off this. I can't take this." He goes, "I shouldn't have an ID in the first place. You're a dumb bitch. I hope you fucking like quit and lose your job and shit. I'm bringing this to like the manager." And like, so he walks off and he comes back. He's even more angry this time. I'm at the customer service desk, and he brings it back. He's like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're a dumb bitch." That's his version of apologizing. And after doing this, so our store manager comes up, and he goes, "All right, look, man, there has to be something wrong with this because this ID should work." And he looks at it and he goes, "No, we can't do it." And and then he starts getting mad, and then she tells him that she called him a dumb bitch. She called her a dumb bitch and such. Yeah. And then he gets mad, and then he looks at him. He goes, "All right, so she doesn't appreciate you that you called her a dumb bitch, and we're gonna have to kick you out now." And he starts acting all hard and shit, like a hard ass, and he starts flipping shit on the way out. And he flips this like cardboard thing over. It weighs like nothing. And after flipping it over, he like buffs up, like he just did like a WWE like slam or something, and he starts screaming, and he's walking out, and like it was the funniest thing ever that he pushed this little thing over, and then just started screaming and buffing and shit, acting all tough and shit.
So there was this one guy. He had never seen him again after this. It was a one-time thing. So what happened was he walked in. I'm clocking out. I'm about to leave. He goes to where the deli thing is to like grab a sandwich, or I guess refrigerator. I don't know what it's called.
The deli section, pretty much.
I guess there's a bunch of sandwiches. So he grabs a foot long, and he walks up to the cash register. He looks at all three of us, because there were three of us there at a time, and he's like, "I'm really hungry," and runs out the fucking store. He's fucking gone. He's ghost. He's
what do you do about that?
I stood there and was like,
Sir, I'd be petty. I could just ask arrested for like a $5 sandwich. This happened recently. This lady came in and she was buying like 4 packs of cigarettes, and like she had a coin star for like $1.75. It was like nothing. So she hands me the coin star first, and I start explaining to her, because we're kind of supposed to do this, that the coin star is gonna go onto her purchase. It's gonna subtract away from whatever she gets next. And so she agreed. She said, "Okay, that's fine. Remember that." Okay, that's fine. And so she gets. I scan the four cigarettes, and of course it takes off $1.75. It was $1.75 or $1.50. I don't really remember which one. It was one of the two. It was completely nothing.
I mean, $1 is $1.
And so after she agreed, she hands me like a $20 bill, and so I after telling her this $20 isn't enough to get it, she starts complaining about the prices of cigarettes. And bear in mind, we have cheap cigarettes. If anything's more expensive at our place, it's usually pretty rare, and it's usually at like a tobacco store or something. And so after complaining about the cigarettes, she goes, "Okay." She hands me like another $3, and then when I give her a receipt, she goes, "Wait, where's my $1.75?" bitch. Bitch.
Jesus fuck, what the
Are you
fuck?
fucking kidding me? So I go, ma'am, your Coinstar went into your purchase. So she goes, I didn't want it done like that. What do you mean you didn't want it done like that? And she goes, if I get killed by this M21, oh no, it's a D25 this time. She says, you know, I didn't want it done like that. And I go, well, ma'am, first off, it wouldn't make a difference. You're just paying $1.75 less than you would have before with the Coinstar. And she sits there and she has to think about it. She goes, but what about the $1.75?
You used it, you dumb bitch.
It went into your purchase. But maybe I wanted the physical money. Well, you still hold the physical money. You didn't pay with card. You're still holding the physical money. You just had to pay me less. And she sits there and she looks up. She thinks about it. She goes, but I wanted the $1.25. Once I realized that I wasn't winning with this, I started ignoring her and started helping another customer. And she goes, why are you ignoring me? I go, because your logic makes no sense. I go, you have the $1.75. Okay? You just paid $1.75 less. It took it off your order. Right? It took it off your order. And you paid $1.75 less. You have the $1.75. She goes, but I wanted the physical cash in my hand. You wanted the physical. You have the physical cash. You paid $1.75 less. So, after arguing with me, I go. You should have just done it with a separate order then. She goes, I told you to do it in a separate order. No, you didn't. You said that's fine when I told you it goes into that order. And she goes, I'm gonna get you fired. I go, go ahead. I did everything right. After arguing with me, she cusses me out. She says I'm a fucking retard, and she leaves. The life of a cashier.
I was not working at the time, but I watched the footage because all my coworkers are watching the footage. Like, we got called in to be told what was going on.
You got called in? Did you clock in too, just to watch it?
No. We didn't clock in. We didn't do anything. He was just like, everybody come up here. This is important. This can't happen again. Because my coworker, all of his sons work there, and his youngest son, who's in high school right now, was working that shift with his sister. And
oh my god, dude, this motherfucker.
His sister went in the back to go do something, and his back's turned, and he's looking at cigarettes, and this guy walks in. And everything's okay. It's Valentine's Day, so I don't know what this guy was doing here at 7-Eleven in the middle of the night on Valentine's Day, but it's whatever. He comes in, blah blah blah, walks around the store, and gets rung up, blah blah blah. Everything's fine, but when he's leaving, we notice what he's wearing.
What the?
Now, he was wearing leggings.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
He was wearing a full body one. And nothing else. So when my coworker looks back to see this guy leaving, all he sees is an extremely white ass. All he sees. And when they go back on the camera, the dude's trying to cover his dick while he's walking in, because he's basically naked.
Basically naked.
Basically naked. Only difference is he's wearing stockings.
I relate.
His entire body.
Mission accomplished.
This is why he was coming into 7-Eleven in the middle of the night on Valentine's Day. No one else wanted to deal with it.
That's some Walmart type shit. Alright, so one time this like black man walked in, and he's clearly like in his like 80s.
Oh.
And so he can't see very well. He's obviously blind in some way. He has an assistant with him, and this black family walks in front of him. So he comes in and he has to take, I'm assuming, a rest because like he's old and he walked in from his car. So he had to take a rest. So he stopped there right there by the carts. And so he stops, he sniffs the air, and he goes, "It smells like black people in here." And his assistant goes, "You can't say that anymore. You can't say that anymore." And he goes, "I don't give a damn. I'm black and I can say what I want." I was done. I couldn't even. And like the family turns around and looks at him all funny and stuff.
That's just great. Oh shit! I thought I could knife him, but it didn't work out. Right,
What's up,
so
guy?
You want to go first? Okay. You do your intro. All right, wait. Well, before you do it, am I starting my story or are you going story first?
It doesn't matter, okay?
Don't kill the next enemy. Watch this. What did I just say?